Celso Thiago Alves da Costa.
I am Celso Thiago Alves da Costa, and in the beginning of our journey, my mother used to tell us the amount of difficult moments we went through the financial difficulties, paying rent. It was a life that was very limited. I had a very good connection with my mother. She helped us a lot and she motivated us every time we had a problem. I was fired, she would come and say, "No, it's the best, my son, because now another door will open better." I respected her a lot. I knew that something would happen to her that was inside of me. I would not be able to bear because she was always telling us, preparing us, for me especially. She was always saying this. "I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna teach you. You don't want to do, but the day I'm not here, you're gonna remember." I love to play football. I really like it. But my mother, she didn't understand anything about football. She was a good fan. She wanted her son to break through. She would stop to do her own work to bring me to the football trials. So I started in a small team, Nacional, and another club that is Corinthians. And then I went to São Paulo. And my mother, she was very sick and she was here in a hospital. When I found out, my mother was already under so many medication. She was a lot of time already. And my sisters didn't want to tell me because they would say that my mother would not be happy. She's a woman that would motivate everybody. How could she allow this negative news to come up to me? I was 19 years old at that time, and we were very good friends. It was very painful. And I remember that everybody was in the living room, nobody would say a word. My father and my brothers and sisters. I told her, "I show you the care that I have for you, all you have done for me and for my brothers."
Todos os nossos irmãos.
And then I
Aí eu
said
dei
goodbye
tchau
to
pra ela.
her.
E
And
quando eu
when
dei
I
tchau pra
said
ela, ela
goodbye,
levantou
she
o
raised
braço
her
e
hand
lançou, acho
using
que
all the
toda a força que
strength
ela
she had
tinha.
left, and she
Um braço
let go of
pequenininho,
her
bateu na
arm
maca
and
assim,
it
ó,
kicked three
umas três
times on
vezes.
the hospital bed.
E
And
depois
after
disso,
this, every
toda
time I
vez que eu
would
lembrava
remember
disso,
this
doía,
would be
cara.
very sorrowful. I couldn't play
Essa cabeça
football
doeu.
anymore. I couldn't play anymore in truth. The ball would hit me and would go very far, would disappear from me. I didn't have any more head to play. I used to be the main player. There was six behind me, and I became the sixth. From the first, I became the last on the football because my head could not be there. I could not concentrate anymore. You start to live like having a makeup on you. You show one thing outside, but inside it's not the same that you're showing outside. What you expose is completely different from the inside. So from there, I start with a nightlife. I would get a VIP in some nightclubs, and I would be always on the night betraying my wife. So you start only losing the sense of life. Nothing for me would be different anymore. The downfall was very big. Stopping being a footballer, I started to work in a car wash. And there I was earning about 500 crowns per month to work from Sunday to Sunday. It was a humiliation for a person who have CDs and recorded song and being TV. And I was working as a car wash. It was very bad, and to earn around 500 crowns, it was very bad. A little improved, then I doubled that salary. Then I start to do an extra job in a pizzeria in the weekends and doing 150 crowns per night. It was better. And as a motoboy, I start to earning 2,500 crowns. It was almost the double, and plus the pizzeria. Instead of paying the debts of my motorbike, I would pay just one and would drink the rest. When I did not need to work in the weekend, I would go out and stay the whole weekend out. Nothing changed. I get money, run after money, and I would throw it out. It was like opening the bin and take the money and throw it there.
Toda virada de ano era igual.
Every New Year's Eve was the same, but there was one that was different. And at 6 p.m. on that day, I received an invitation. "Let's go to the party." And I said, "No, I don't go." "No, you go." So okay, and he gave me a can of beer, so I started to drink, and I was already getting strength to go. When I was keeping my motorbike, because I was not gonna even tell my wife, forget it. I would not tell her. I didn't even know when I was going to come back. So, and I was keeping the motorbike, and she came out and said, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to the party." "Oh, I was going to invite you to go to the church for us to be the New Year's Eve in the church. It's something different." And I told her, "No, there's no way." She asked why. "Because I'm already drinking. I cannot go to the church drinking." And I was used to, before start drinking, I had to turn some mixed drinks. So I mixed some spirits with energy drinks, and I did the third, and I went to the samba to party, and I was singing and
E
singing,
lá, ai, 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 me deu um
and I
estalo.
felt very bad.
Tum.
And I said, "I'm not okay." And I went inside and drank two more and come back to sing again, and worse now. And I said, "What is this?" I went inside, I had another shot, and I came back and said, "No, now I'm not gonna sing anymore. No, no, I'm not gonna sing." And inside of me, there was this go to church, a voice, a very strong voice, go to the church. I entered in the car, went home, took a shower, arrived in the church. I arrived in the church, there was one seat at the back. I turned to the altar with my eyes open. I said, "Lord, I want to see what you're gonna do in my life." That was all. With my eyes open, I was looking everybody seeking with their eyes closed, one side another, without understanding much. But me, with the eyes open, I said, "I want to see, Lord, what you gonna do in my life." There, I think it was my first victory. I came back home 2 a.m. in the morning, and I went to sleep. I went and I slept. There was already a weekend and a New Year's Eve different from all the others that I had in my life before. So after that, I start to have the desire to go to the church. I start to go every day to the church. And there the pastor was teaching me what I need to do. You're gonna first ask your wife to forgive you, telling the truth about everything you have done. And I said to him, there is no way, because there was many things that I have done that was too hard to talk about it. And he said, you have to tell the truth, otherwise you have no life with God. You're gonna deceive yourself. And there it was the first sacrifice. I came back home. The way he said that, I put two white clean plates, and I start to tell her, I did this, that, this. And there she start to cry. But she allowed me to say everything because I explained to her, let me finish first. And if you want to stay with me after all this, understand that you're going to stay with a new person, because I will never be the same.
Eu tomei uma decisão.
I made a decision. From there, she decided to stay with me, and I asked forgiveness to all the people that I have hurt, that I have done something bad to them. I asked forgiveness to each person and got baptized in water. So when I learned what was the campaign of Israel, because the campaign of Israel saves your soul, it's not just save your life. Everything you have is gonna stay here. You can have everything. You can conquer. Very well done. But when you go, everything gonna stay here useless.
Eu entendi que a fogueira santa salvava a minha alma.
I understood that the sacrifice would save my soul. I said, Holy Spirit, you are the most important. I used to make lists of requests before, so you don't need to run after the riches anymore. You have to work and fight, have the ideas. Ask the Holy Spirit to give you direction. He's gonna give. That's what he did with me. So my greatest riches from everything is the Holy Spirit. It's so powerful that today I can note that I sit down with people that are really rich in money wise. They have a lot of money, and I sit there to deal with them a business. But they don't have the riches that I have. That's the Holy Spirit. I don't know if you can understand that. It's so powerful that I'm always smiling. If they say no, I smile. If they say yes, I am also smiling. It is God who made this change. It was God who gave this character, this new person, the person who cannot accept what is wrong anymore. The Holy Spirit in my life He took away that emptiness, that pain. The pain of seeing my mother dying, moving her hand the last time. He took away this pain. He resurrected my dreams. Today he gave me whatever I want. I buy whatever I want. I travel also to whatever I want. So these riches of details that I tell you about all these things, it's nothing compared to the Holy Spirit. My marriage, I like to say that is the greatest treasure I have after the Holy Spirit is my marriage. It's not the business, it's not the things that I have, it's my marriage. I learned to sacrifice. I even like to go up on the top of the roof in the last days of the campaign and sleep on the weather. Not that I need, for me, truly, not just put money there, to be truly sacrificing fear to the Lord. At the last campaign that we made, it was me and my whole family holding hands here in the temple. Everybody holding hands, everybody with their shoes in their hand. I gave the direction because you're gonna be passing before the Lord Almighty. He's gonna be there watching all the actions and analyzing inside and out. So that's how I sacrifice in the campaign. I prepare myself. And the most cool of all of it is that the more problem comes, it's something, the happier I become because God's gonna honor me. These fights are coming. It's my blessing is very close.
Tá muito perto. Sabe, é assim que eu...
Yes, it's like this that I see myself. I'm passing and my wife say, "Why are you laughing?" I say, "This and that all went wrong. Gonna break through."